Hello everyone, welcome to Building the Ultimate Matchbox Car Collection. My name is Tyrone. Got a couple of very special pieces to show you today. One is the auction piece. I didn't buy it at auction, I bought it off eBay, where so many of my cars come from. 1957 Lincoln Premier, but the dealio with this one is that these are replicas of cars that were sold at the very famous Barrett-Jackson Incorporated auction house. So we'll take a look at him, and later in the show we'll take a look at this set here, Racing Team 3-car race set, made of heavy duty, no less, die-cast metal. Heavy duty? It's a bit of a stretch. The racing team that can't be beat, despite the grammatical error. Matchbox Collectibles, let's have a look. I'll get my switchblade out. I'm not sponsored by Makita. This channel isn't sponsored by anyone, which is why I can say what I like about Matchbox that come in. If I don't like it, I'll tell you about it. In no uncertain terms. What year? 2002. Just after this casting was chucked at us. 2001 will be on the base of this. So let's have a wee look. I get quite slashy with the knife. If you're a bit of a youngster, just get mum or dad to do your slashing for you. Alrighty. Get off. The lucky band didn't survive the mere quarter of a century. Do some more slashing. I'm sure there's a civilized way to get these off, but I'm not into civilized. There it is. That's a bit chunky. I don't want to biff that over my shoulder. I'll launch it at the rug. Hey, look at that. That's nice. Many a time, in fact most of the time I get things into the studio, I don't look at them before I do the video. I don't peer at them too much through the blister pack, if they are in a blister pack. I'd rather be surprised or shocked or dismayed right on camera, so we discover things together. Look at that. I'm sure that badge on the boot lid is a bit exaggerated, but don't know, not familiar. Man, there's a lot going on with this one. You get rubber tyres but still a plastic base. But heaps going on in the interior. That is a solid interior. Love it, that's great. And what others are in the collection? I'll shuffle that one across a little. Get rid of the debris, get off. Right, I didn't think I had too many in the collection, but you know, they appear. And actually, when my dear long-suffering wife showed me this on the iPad, she shoves the iPad at me momentarily, or should I say periodically, and says, "Do you have this?" And quite often I'll just say yes, to get her out of my grill, you know. The pressure, I tell you. So I said yes, thinking I did. I don't lie to my wife. Who does that? But it was that one. Golly. And then I did a follow-up. Hang on a minute. What was... Oh, that was the Halloween 5-pack. That was quite recently, actually. And a couple more. Save the best to last. The controversial wheels that came around 2004-ish. And of course the Lesney Collector's Series with the metal base. No blindies there. 1957 Lincoln Premier on the base, 2001 copyright. So coming up to a quarter of a century. Why do I only have 7? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. But beautiful. Let's line them up along the back. And they can bear witness through the next opening. The next unboxing. I'll put him there in a stylish pose. They look good, don't they? You're a bit on the wonk though. drinking, young fella. Right, let's move on. Actually, he's going to get his toes squashed, so we'll put him there. If he's still in shot, yes he is. For some reason the camera angle seems like I've got an acre of table. I don't. Let's have a wee look at this before I destroy everything. You'll have to go on tippy toes, step into your stilettos. There are the other ones you're chasing. The other three anyway. We've got the bottom one, haven't we? Yeah, I don't think we've got that one. No, I don't have that one. STP Son of a Gun set. Son of a gun. Wish I had it. But yeah, I think I've got the other two. I'm sure I've got the other two. I should have had a look at the back of that packet before I pressed record. It's supposed to cut away from you, but what do I know about safety? Should never take your safety tips off Tyrone. He's injured himself a few times over the decades. Good and proper. Even to the point of hospitalisation. Put that on your CV. Now the blister is quite severely UV damaged, so it's a bit brittle, so it could give away under the stress of a blade quite unpredictably. Oh, put that blade away. I make myself nervous sometimes. Alright, oh look at that, no UV damage there whatsoever. Oh, what a beauty. And of course that's what I was after the whole pack for. This looks like it can just dry that anyway. Careful of those exhaust stacks, young fella. That's very exciting actually. We'll get the third one out and risk losing a finger one more time. Here we go. Get rid of that. So that can be put in the dustbin now. Splush. Hey, wow. I was very excited to get these out. I was very excited to get them in the mail. Man. Now, I think that's the last to collect. I'll show you the others in a second. But, oh, very happy with that. And of course, no chips. It's the first time it's been out. Very shiny black base. Sweet. STP on the bonnet. Goodyear. And it's the number 20. Nice. Not bad for a backup car, is it? Of course, that's your racing car. Have you seen how a modern day race car driver sits? He's almost lying on his back. But this guy, you'd get quite a sore back and tail end on the racetrack, I'd imagine. He doesn't have a lot of nose cone at all. Looks like he's sitting in a chair. Poor fella. There's plenty of those. I'll show you them all. I'll put him there and we'll put him there. This one's been around for a long time. Was that the very first? Or was it that one? No, that can't have been the very first because look at the wheels. It's got the 8 dot instead of the 5 arch. And there's been others on the back of a truck. A few others actually. I realised I have a double of that this morning. And I was desperately trying to find a difference, but none. It's the colour changes as to why it's a bit of a weird colour. That's great. I'll go side by side after the video when I clean up. I resisted the temptation to get too many of those out, but there was another race car along the years complete with its own transporter. They went on and on, didn't they? The other utes, we'll shuffle that over there. Try not to get the new guy lost in the crowd. Ricochet off the shade for the spotty. Oh, so did he. Good thing I'm just catching the plastic bit. Be careful next time. And of course, where it all began for the rough track at least, Man, pivot. So the scene is more symmetrical. Although I'm worried about your health. Keep on going on the lean. There you go. Stay away from that whiskey. Fantastic. Man, give the new guy some room. Very pleased to have it. And I think that's roughly the last of the rough trek to find. Maybe I'm wrong. I probably am. I'll see a gift set somewhere that it's like, wow, must have. And on it goes. But it's nice to be lost in the hobby. Perfect. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.